Welcome to Old Fella Gaming. This is your Old Fella GT, and we're gonna do something a little bit different this time. We're gonna put a little World of Warship, which is my other love game that I have going on right now, besides 7 Days to Die. So we're gonna do a little match here in the Colombo, the Sea Colombo, and I love this ship. Ever since I've got it, it's been an awesome ship. 16 guns, 380s, I believe, and they are just awesome. And then you've got like a million friggin' secondaries, and they are SAP rounds, and they hurt. Now, I have this ship set up as kind of a hybrid between accuracy and the secondaries. So it's not a full accuracy build, but it's also not a full secondary build. Somewhere in the middle. And it seems to work out really good for me. So I'm going to leave it there. Now, we've spawned in here at B, and it looks like we trying to figure out what we're going to do here. I don't like B just simply because of my play style. I don't like to be right in the middle on such tight maps. In the console version of this game, which is what I'm playing on here, the PlayStation 5, is the maps are tight, so it's not like the PC version. Anyways, I figure what the heck. I've got a bunch of guns. I got SAP and a bunch of secondary guns. Why not give it a heck and just get on right up the middle? So that's what I did. I pressed to the middle here, and as you can see, I'm looking at this Montana, and I'm thinking, man, if I can just get over top of this mountain, I'm going to light him up. But then it goes dark. So then I see this Palmer and this Schieffelin out here, and Schieffelin's like, all right, disrespect my 16 guns. All right, that's a pretty good tight pattern there. And then I thought, well, I'll hit this Palmer with my back guns because he looks like he's AFK. So why not take a pop at him and snag some cheeky points? I get 85 off of the Schieffelin, and I don't know. I don't think I get very much off of this one. No, they shatter. I don't get nothing. And that's probably the only thing that I find in the Colombo is that a lot of the time the shells shatter. So you got to catch people, either cruisers or if you're shooting battleships at this tier, you kind of got to catch them broadside, making a mistake. So I see this Montana, and what's he doing? Making a mistake, straight broadside. So a couple of those shells hit, but there's a ton of them moving downfield right now, and did it get them? No, not very much. Looks like I maybe got $6 grand off of that one. Was hoping for a lot more, but like I said, it's not an accuracy build. It's a mix between two. I think my secondaries are right about 8 kilometers on this one, 7 something, some change. I'd have to look to make sure, but so I'm thinking, well, you know what? This Montana looked like he was doing that I'll just sail straight across the map broadside to everybody kind of thing that they do. And so I thought, well, I'll just back up and catch him on the other side of this island. And, well, give it a moment, but you'll see. My thought was just the exact thing this guy was doing. He literally just sailed all the way across the map broadside. So I thought, well, let's hit him again. This time he turned out just a little bit. So, see, he must have seen somebody else shooting him or something. But as you can see, he's turning out, and I just barely clip him. Get about another 6,000-7,000 off of it. So not really doing a very much damage this particular match at this point. But wait for it, as you've seen on the thumbnail, 80k Dev Strike. I love it. It's the first time I've ever done it. I've never hit one ship for that much. I've been playing the game 7+ years probably, both PC and console, and I've never hit for 80 grand in one shot. So that was pretty impressive, and I don't know of too many ships that can do that. I've gotten maybe close with the Ohio just because of its ridiculous alpha damage that it does. I think my Ohio is up to about 22,000 per shell, if I'm not mistaken, if it's a Citadel hits. And so outside of that, just the raw amount of shells that you're sending, downfield with this ship, you're bound to get some Citadels. You're bound to get some penetration. So now this Palmer decides to do the stupidest thing that a Palmer could possibly do. He wants to come in and have a close quarters battle with the Colombo, and that's just not a good idea, because I'm telling you right now, this Colombo, especially if you built into it, which I don't, but if you built into it for secondaries, I don't. I'm. A lot of people think that Schieffelin is the top dog on secondaries, but you know what? This Colombo's got it going on now. I'm not lying. So I've got this Shimakaze behind me, and I'm thinking, all right, he's probably going to torp, but he's in a position to where he really can't torp me. He can't even send torps this way. So, and he's just sitting there. He's spotted, and he's just sitting dead still, and I'm not quite understanding. So I don't know if he stepped away for some Cheetos and a soda pop. But sure enough, I shoot, and he decides to pull up. So I unleash my other 8 guns at him, and I take some damage away from him for sitting there. So then this Palmer gets into my secondary, and watch these secondaries start rattling enough. And I remember, these are all SAP rounds, so they just start melting this Palmer down a lot more than what he's hitting me. And the Palmer's a great secondary ship, but not up against a ship like this. You combine that with, 16 guns just wanting to wreck your world. And then somebody steals my kill. You got 3 ships over here fighting on this side, and he wants to steal it. And, would have been nice had they have helped protect the DD that was over there. But no, he wants to shoot across the map, take my kill. But that's okay. I don't need it. I'll get mine. That's all that matters. So anyways, I was thinking, well, I'll just go ahead and go over here and finish this Schieffelin off, because he can be, trouble. But then I seen the Shimakaze trying to sneak around the backside there. And I thought, man, if I let him get behind me, that's just going to be a nightmare to deal with. So I thought, this Schieffelin's almost dead, so I'm going to make a turn here and try to head this, play ring around the rosy essentially with this Shimakaze. It was my intention. He's going to go up around the mountain island there to try to get me, and then Republic comes out. Now, of course, everybody knows how strong the Republic is. Ridiculous amounts of HE damage, HE pin. But I went dark, he went dark, and I thought, okay, I'll just hold on to my guns here, and still worried about the Shimakaze. But then I look up, and somebody already got him off the map, and I didn't even see that when it happened. As I was playing it, I'm still worried about that Shimakaze. As you can see, I keep looking over, thinking, okay, when are these torpedoes going to come? And they don't. So then I finally realized, okay, wait a minute, Shimakaze's dead. So I'm like, oh, I'm not scared of shit now. So as long as I stay bow in with this Republic, I probably will be okay, was my thought process. And then, of course, if I can stay within these islands here and just kind of get as close as possible, 16 guns on a Republic, if he can make a mistake and get broadside to me, is going to hurt him. And then I see this Worcester, which is another worry for me because I don't want to get burnt to the ground. So I decided to take some pot shots at him. Problem is, I think he saw it coming the whole way because he starts doing the fishtailing way out there, and I'm the only one shooting at him. So I catch him with a couple, but not enough to put him down. But I'm okay with that too because he don't have much health, which means he isn't going to get too cocky about it. Now, here comes that Republic, as you can see. Just ridiculous amounts of power on that ship. I don't personally have that ship, but I've played against it a bunch. I've watched it on other people's YouTube. Awesome. Awesome ship. I would really like to have it. So, but until then, I'm going to play with the ships that I have and enjoy the game that way. So then I'm starting to think, okay, wait a minute. I'm starting to get kind of gangbanged here on both sides. I've got the Republic on one side. I've got this Worcester and a Montana on the other side. Maybe I don't need to fight both of them. So I thought, well, I'll throw the smoke up. That'll give me at least a little bit of block. And then I'll try to kind of hang out behind this island so the Republic can't hit me and I can just go against the Montana by themselves. Was my thought process. And then what do I see? A Yamato who hasn't even looked like he'd been in a fight the whole match. Full health. So I take the shot at the Montana, and again, ricochet everything. Look at that. 7 shells ricocheted off this Montana. But the secondaries go to work, and man, they just start eating his dinner. Well, he don't want none of that, so he goes behind the island, and for whatever reason, this Yamato decides he just wants to continue sailing broadside, just as hard as he can go, fast as his little propeller can take him. And it's not going to be good. He's probably getting ready to be doing something to him that he ain't never had done to him before. It's going to be bad. So Close your eyes if you're squeamish, or laugh your ass off. Voila! Yes, sir. Your assets have been liquidated. Oh my god, that was beautiful. 6 citadels, 80k damage, one shot. That's what this ship can do. Like I said, I don't know of any other ship that has that kind of ridiculous amount of alpha damage. Maybe there is. I've never experienced it. I've never seen it with one shot in any of the videos I've ever watched. But if anybody's out there and they're watching this video and you've got a video or a story where you've done 80k in one shot, Dev Strike a Yamato, who was obviously almost full health, let me know, because I'd like to know what that other ship is that can do that. Like I said, the closest thing that I probably have is going to be the Ohio. I've never been in a position to where I can get that many guns on the ship. Also, the Ohio's with the ridiculous amount of caliber that it is, the 457, something like that. It's just, they overpin more than Citadel most of the time, so you just don't get really good Citadels, especially 6 of them. Ohio only has 10 guns, so be hard to get 6 of those 10 to Citadel. Maybe get 6 to hit, but not 6 to Citadel. So then I'm thinking, I'm feeling good about myself right now. I'm thinking, man, I mean, I was only at 40,000, just 44, whatever it was, before that fight against us. So I'm feeling myself now. I'm like, you know what, this Republic ain't shit. I still got a heal. I got 45,000. Oh, and then what happens? I get hit from behind, breaks one of my guns, and I'm thinking, where did that come from? And it had to be that Montana that's come up around the island that I let go earlier and just skipped shells off of. He had to have come around, because that was the only thing that could have hit me that hard. But you know what? I didn't care. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm still going to put this Republic to the bottom of the ocean. And so I'm trying to say, okay, let's take this shot. Then I think I smoke up here. Now that's pretty good. See, that was 15 grand right there. And so I put the smoke up just so hoping that the Montana couldn't see me, but I was too close, so it didn't matter. I was so close to the Montana that I was going to get hit. So I'm thinking here, he's shooting HE. So I'm like, okay, well, he's shooting HE, I'm shooting AP. I'm going to win this battle, even though his HE is ridiculously good. And then he does that. He literally citadels, or not him, possibly he could have citadeled me there. He got 15 grand off of HE shells. And then his second or back guns got the rest of the kill. I was not expecting his HE to have that kind of penetration ability, but they did. And so that's where my game ended. And lucky enough, the ship back there, I don't know what that was right now. I think it'll show here. I think it's a gross curve first, yeah. So he actually took care of that Montana between him and the DD that was left. So I was thinking, well, we're still going to win the match, surely. I mean, I fought long enough to give the DD the ability to start capping over there at sea. And that's what he was doing. Then he gets out of the cap. I don't know why he got out of the cap, but I'm thinking, okay, well, now we got a curve first that's about half health, and a Republic that's about an eighth of his health, and he's still shooting HE. And I'm thinking, okay, well, this curve first should be able to handle that, so no big deal. And sure enough, they're gonna go toe to toe here. And at first, I didn't think he was gonna do the ram, and then I thought, well, that makes perfect sense. You know, if he can't get killed before he gets the ram, why not ram him? So, and that's exactly what takes place. Ram, we win the match. 172,000 XP there. Looks like we got 6 citadels, 118 secondaries, and like I said, those secondaries are nasty on this ship. If you don't have this ship, definitely get this ship. Bureau ship. It's a good ship. Yeah, it looks like we did our job there. So until next time, if you want to see some more World of Warships Legends, let me know down in the comments. And thanks for stopping by Old Fella Gaming. This is your Old Fella GT. Until next time, see ya.